Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Counter-Side video. Alright, if you guys are not aware, we have the Great Witch's Legacy new event going on right now. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have questions regarding the stages that you're supposed to farm. Alright, so the stages are, fortunately this time, they don't divide it into two separate weeks that you can do the other half later on, which I do appreciate. You can basically complete all of this in one day and then just proceed to farming whichever stage that you want. Alright, let's jump into it. Okay, so there's plenty of things to absorb. Basically, I've done a couple of investigations on which stage essentially is the best to farm. I did compare this 2-7 normal. Alright, in case you're wondering what you get from 2-7 normal, it's actually better than 1-1 hard, which is really surprising. I know there's definitely some players, new players watching this. So if you are in that new category, right, you might want to be aware of a couple of things. If you can't farm these two stages, these stages are more difficult for you. You are struggling because you don't have plenty of characters, level ups or strong enough. You can only do this. Don't do this. Try and see if you can do this, because this is actually more worth it. The 2-7 normal. Alright, and I'm gonna show you guys the calculations shortly. 2-1 hard does give you a pretty substantial amount. You could get 26 pumpkins right here, and the 2-2 hard gives you the 28 pumpkins, which is a pretty good amount as well. So let's talk about the calculation versus you also want to take into context the energy that you spend. Alright, 2-2, yes, it gives you 28 pumpkins, but you spend more energy. As you can see, this one only used 600, right? Alright, so here I've done it in a very simple text document. Hopefully all of you can understand. So 2-7 normal consumes 600 energy, gives you 26 pumpkins, while the 1-1 hard consumes less energy, 40 less than this one, but it gives you way less pumpkins. Alright, it doesn't make sense. Now 2-1 hard, 600 energy, 26 pumpkins. I am aware that in the previous event, I received a lot of comments. I know the previous one where you can farm for the Regina Adele event, where you have to farm for those envelopes and you're supposed to farm for reveal or whatever. A lot of people told me that one of the stages, instead of 9 envelopes, you can get 9 to 10 envelopes. Sometimes you get 9, sometimes you get 10. I went back, I did that stage 10 times, literally. Never once I got like 10 envelopes. I don't know why. Like, it's just so RNG based, or it's just my RNG is just not in my favor that day, or it could be just a bug. But this time I went back, I did this stage multiple times, and no, you don't get 26 to 27. No, you actually only get 26. Confirm. But the 2-2 hard seems to consistently give you 28 pumpkins. So ideally the best stage to farm, if you're looking for pumpkins in general, which is the event currency for this time around, is this particular one, which is the final one. Alright, so you want to be constantly farming at a 2-2 hard, this particular stage, if you're looking for event currency in particular, because it gives you the best return. You're only consuming 22 Eternium per pumpkin. Every single one of this event currency, the pumpkins, you're only consuming this amount of Eternium. Whereas for the others, it just consumes way more, especially for the 1-1 hard, alright, which is this one. Please do not do this one. If you can't do these two, you think this is too difficult, go to normal and do this instead. 2-7. As you can see right here, 2-7, way more efficient. 23.076 Eternium or energy per pumpkin. So you're spending definitely way more. In case you're wondering why this one and this one is the same, yeah, it's actually the same. Alright, so essentially the amount of pumpkins here on these two stages are the same, which is a 2-1 hard and 2-7 normal. So I don't know why you would want to farm this when this stage gives the same amount of pumpkins. Like literally, if this stage is too difficult for you, which is the last stage of the event, you might as well just do 2-7. It seems to be the case. Same energy consumed, same return in terms of the pumpkin. Alright, let's move on to gold. In case you are wondering which one is going to be better based upon goal, right? So keep in mind that goal is not going to be fixed every time you do the stage. Sometimes it gives you slightly more gold, sometimes it gives you less gold. But based on the calculation, yes, the last stage 2-2 hard is definitely going to give you the most gold in return of your energy. Alright, 80.671 as per this one, 2-1 hard versus 2-7 normal. I believe once you do more, it's going to even out. But based on, this is just based on one calculation. Stop moving around. Based on one calculation, right? So it seems like this one is more 2-7 normal, but I think after you do 10 runs or 20 runs, it will even out eventually. This is just based on 3 runs. Alright, let's talk about the event shop and what you should be getting, because As you can see, there's quite a lot of things here. The event will be here for another 2 more weeks or so. 14 plus days, I believe the event shop will be open longer. Oh wait, it's only here for 12 days. Okay, so it's only here for 12 days unfortunately. But the event shop will be open longer for 18 days. Plenty of things to obtain from this shop, but which one should you buy? This thing can be skipped. This thing is literally useless, the most useless shit ever. Even the previous one, the previous event, you at least get a sedan that you can use as a ship. Alright, you can actually use because it's a cruiser type ship that you can move around. But this Burning Hope literally is just for you to flex on your friends. Alright, it's just for you to come here to partners. Alright, go to your profile. It's just for you to put these things here. Like it's literally an emblem. Like if you love the tentacle one, which you get from the previous event, you can flex this to your friend. That's about it. It's fine to skip it in my opinion. 1.5k. Pumpkins just for this thing? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think I'll buy it. Now Evelyn, it's good that you can buy her here, but to be honest, you can just farm her from the stage anyways. Alright, if you guys are not aware, we do have this regular stage in the supply operation that you can get Evelyn shards. Right, Evelyn shards right here. So you have a chance to obtain the full character as well, but it's just a very low chance. It's not like Evelyn is exclusive like Rivet. I feel like this should be the least priority. These two should be the last thing that you will need to buy. The priority should go to everything else, alright, the infos, ship comp, the special ship schematics, tuning binary, set binary, all the cores, fusion cores. Now the gears, a bit sus. A little bit sus because these are Dante gears. Granted, they are T6, but then again, now we have so many options with our gears, right? We have Gordias, we have Maze Hands, and we can even farm T6 gears for the armor at least. I wouldn't prioritize this one, just because if you guys are not familiar, if you guys are not, you haven't watched any of my previous farming guides, one of the stage right here, in this particular stage, you can actually get the Hexa cases. Now the Hexa cases are way more superior. You can get T6 from here, but they are armor only. And this one will always give you a fixed HP stat in the middle. So it fits almost everyone. You want, ideally, obviously, it's good for tanks and stuff. I personally value Hexa case over a Dante case. So in my opinion, this one shouldn't be the priority. If you're buying gears, go for this weapon, go for this Dante crown, Dante movement for sure. This should be your last priority. Alright, just in case you can't afford to buy everything from the shop. One of the most common misconceptions that a lot of players have, like legit, please help spread this awareness. A lot of players seem to think that after they finish buying everything from the shop, it's still worth it to farm the event stage. And that is like a super common misconception. Everyone spreads that around. I don't know why. I know that a lot of people don't watch my videos, which is fine, but I want you guys to hopefully spread this out to as many players as you can, because this stage sucks, dude. Like, you shouldn't farm here once you're done. I'm gonna tell you why. Every time you farm here, it will give you 28 pumpkins. Alright, keep that in mind, okay? So, what can you do with 28 pumpkins if you come to this particular event shop? The only thing that you can do afterwards is to exchange for credits. 100 pumpkins for 10,000 gold, right? So, following this ratio, 100 divided by 28, it requires you to farm the stage 3.5 times. Alright, you have to farm the stage at least 4 times to be able to exchange it for your credits. Just to get 10,000 credits is just so not worth it. Every time you do free contract 3-3, now mind you, I'm comparing this with the old outdated stage. Every time you do FC 333, which even I don't farm anymore, alright? And I've already told you guys why in the previous video, please check it out. Right here, you're getting freaking 50,000 credits per 590 Eternium compared to this stage 2-2, which you're spending 640 Eternium just for gold afterwards. Because once you're done with the pumpkins, once you buy everything from the shop, like at that point, you're just farming for gold. If you're farming for, oh, I want to get any of these just for implants, or I want to get any of the gears, there's better places for them, alright? For sure. If you're trying to farm for implants, these stages are definitely going to be better. Again, if you're farming for gears, in my opinion, these stages are going to be better because there's a chance for you to get T6 gears from all of these, or even the Hexa gears mod, depending on which one you prefer. It was worth it the first event. In the Crossroads event, remember back then, if you guys joined the Crossroads event, the Zhou Xiang and the Karin Wong event, that event is worth it. Because if I'm not mistaken, the gold exchange was better. The second event, the chocolate event, it becomes super not worth it. And the third event is also questionably not worth it during the revet event. I still farm in the event anyways to get as many revets as I can. And in this current Halloween event, Hashtag not worth it. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to do my pulls shortly on the stream. If you guys want to tune in, make sure you guys subscribe to know the notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.